I just got a really exciting package in the mail. I've been waiting over a month for this to arrive. I'm super excited that I wanted to share it with you guys. And it's from this stationery shop that's called Kawaii Pen Shop. The packaging is super cute. And like, look, it says, "Hello, I'm here." And I'm like, yes, you're finally here. I don't know if anybody else is interested in stationery items, but in case you are, I wanted to quickly share what I picked up because they're super cute. I'm really excited. So I'm not a professional like journaler by any means. I don't really bullet journal. I do have like a planner that I use to keep track of things I need to do every day. And that's this guy right here, which just has a month view and a weekly view. And it helps me stay organized. I like to just put in every day, like what are some of the key things I need to get done. And this is usually outside of work. I have a separate notebook that I use for work. But I do also have like what I call like a memory journal, one where I will add things from like going to an event or a particular memory or like a trip or something like that. I like to, the little like keepsakes or pamphlets or things like that that you have from that memory that I like to put in a journal as well. So that one's much more of like a decorative journal. And so that's where most of these will probably go into, but a lot of it can still apply to my daily planner. The thing that started it all was this, actually. This is a set of magnetic bookmarks. You'll see this little guy up here who's been working really hard for the last like year plus. Even on my last journal I used it, but it's now sort of coming to an end. It's fraying and it's coming apart. So I was like, okay, probably should replace that with something that's not paper. That's why I decided to go for a magnetic version. I wanted to try these out. Also, they're super cute with the little cactus design. So this is what brought me onto the site, and then I saw everything else that they had and I just like fell in love and just bought a whole bunch of really decorative things. I think you'll see a theme going on, but I picked up some of these really cute stickers that I wanted to use for, you know, like when I write cards or notes to other people. I also felt like these would be really cute to add, but also really cute for my memory journal. So I just picked up a whole set of these. This one's a Japanese set. There are 10 designs and 3 of each. So here are the designs in the back, and super cute. These are all from the same brand. They're different flowers. These are actually like high-res scans of real pressed flowers, so they look really realistic. The other thing I couldn't resist was this peach-shaped sticky note. They came in a whole series. You can see it was a whole fruit series, but I picked the peach because peach is my favorite fruit. Peach is also my nickname, so that's what my boyfriend calls me. And then there are a few more things in here. I got an eraser because I realized ever since school, I don't have an eraser. I found a pencil. I found a mechanical pencil with lead that I used to do some like illustrations or little quick drawings in my memory journal, but I realized I didn't have an eraser, so I picked one up. This one has little like sakura or cherry blossom flowers in there. Super cute. I also picked up some masking tape that are actually these little dots that you see. They're different colored dots along this kind of minty blue-green color scheme. Maybe you can see them better if I go like this. So you'll see like the dots in there. I thought this would be really good for sticking on, sometimes I'll stick on like tickets, like admission tickets to shows or movies or museum pamphlets in my memory journal. So I felt like this would be a really aesthetic way to stick them in there. I got a couple of tools as well. One are these tweezers. Okay, so I have to admit that some of these sticker purchases are influenced by watching like journaling YouTube videos, and I see like the professionals use these tweezers. Am I a professional? No, but did I still want to get tweezers? Yes. So I picked up these tweezers because like, yeah, they always use these tweezers to like pick up the sticker and put them down. I do think it'll be really good for like very precise placement. So that's why I picked them up. And then this was just really interesting. These are called like a corner clip. I think it's to like help keep your notebook kind of opened to a specific page. I think like I've seen lots of journaling videos where they use like a really big kind of binder clip to hold their place down. But I liked how this was like encompassing a whole corner, so I wanted to try it out. I don't know how they will work, but I've also never seen these before, so picked it up. And then the last item, which is super cute, is this Rilakkuma folder binder kind of thing. I'll show you up here. This is basically what it looks like, where it's kind of like a binder, and it's like a slip pocket for each one, and you can put in documents or papers, and I felt like this would be really good for housing like important documents and paperwork. You always tell yourself you're gonna put it somewhere important, and then you can never remember where you put it, because it was like such an important place. You put it in such a special place that you can't find it afterwards. So I just decided, you know, a bright pink Rilakkuma folder is going to be easier to spot and remember. That's where I put my important documents. So I was just really excited about everything, so I wanted to show you guys. Hope you found this helpful. If you are looking for stationery things though, you can definitely check out Kawaii Pen Shop. I bought everything. This is no like, you know, they don't know I exist, but they have really cute stuff there. Just keep in mind the shipping takes a while if you don't get like their expedited FedEx shipping, but all the stuff comes perfect, and I'm super excited to use everything. I was getting some questions about my skincare on my last vlog because I shared a little clip of me attending a Chanel Atelier masterclass. So I wanted to pop in this vlog to share a little bit about my skincare. First and foremost, I do see a dermatologist, and I have some prescription medications like topical creams that I use to address some of the specific concerns that I have. And it's because I have rosacea and like rosacea induced acne and stuff like that. So I have a few creams that I use to help control some of that. I don't get like Botox or laser treatments or anything like that. I just strictly go to make sure I can get my skin checked every year, and then get the prescriptions I need to help with the kind of skin condition. Outside of that, there are a couple of things that I use religiously and I've used for many years. First is my SK2 Patera facial treatment essence. I've used this for years, probably close to a decade. And that's why you see it. I get it in the massive pump size because I will just use it. I use it every day. I use it morning and night. I pretty much swear by this. When I travel, I will bring this with me in a smaller bottle, of course, but I will travel with it, and I like using it. It is something that I've used consistently. And the other thing I wanted to mention is for these kinds of liquid skincare products, I actually just put them directly in my hands and then I pat them into my face versus using like a cotton pad or something else. I feel like that helps with the product absorbing into my skin, and I also feel like I don't waste any product because at least it goes into my hands instead of a cotton like pad. So that's just my preference. I think that might help as well because you like lightly sort of pat it into your skin to help with that absorption. So just wanted to mention the SK2 essence. And the other product that I use religiously to the point that you see it's empty is this Laneige Cream Skin Toner and Moisturizer. So this is the toner that I use. As soon as I cleanse my face, I will use this toner. Then I will use my SK2. Then I will use my prescription. And then I will top it off with moisturizer. And if it's the morning, I will put sunscreen. If it's the evening, I will not put on my sunscreen. I realize that my preference is to have more like dewy or glowy looking skin versus really trying to strip a lot of the oil away. So once I made that realization, I started actually supplementing my skin with more moisturizing products versus more kind of oil-free or like products that are geared towards oily skin, because I felt like those were too stripping. And then as it strips, it makes my face a little more red, and then it kicks in all that rosacea and it starts this kind of vicious cycle. So that's why for me, I prefer something that's a little bit more moisturizing, even though if it might mean my face gets a little bit more dewy towards the end of the day, but I prefer that over the vicious cycle I just mentioned about the stripping, the redness, and all of that. That's why I really like this one. It's a cream color. I have a brand new one. I just picked this up from the Sephora sale because I pretty much use the Sephora sale to stock up on things that I use all the time. So you'll see it's this like cream color, similar. I just put it directly into my hands and I pat it into my face. And this has also been something I've been using. Well, I want to say I've been using this for at least like a couple years. I don't even know how many bottles I've gone through. So it's been in my bathroom for a long time. And then something that I started recently that I also feel like has been helping with the overall kind of glow in my skin is gua sha. I mentioned this in my fall favorites as well. And to use gua sha, you need a facial oil. So I have been using a couple facial oils to try them out. And those are these right here. Of the two, my favorite is the Chanel LeBlanc oil. This is a facial oil. It says Healthy Light Creator Oil. Ooh. But I really like this facial oil. It has a very, very like light scent, if any at all. So it doesn't really linger. And I also like how light the actual oil is. In the past, I tried Chanel's jasmine oil before, and that is not my favorite. I found that I felt like it clogged my pores, and it just wasn't, it was just a little too heavy for my skin. So if that's the same with you, then I definitely check out LeBlanc oil, because it's so much lighter that it doesn't do that, and it works beautifully with the gua sha. But this is a pricier product, so that's why I also tried out the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Skin Therapy Oil for Face. This is one that I picked up at Target, so this is like a drugstore product, which I also like. This oil is a little bit thicker than the Chanel one, and it has a little bit more of a stronger scent. Scent does linger a little bit longer, so which is why of the two I like the LeBlanc oil. But for a drugstore face oil, I do like this one. It did not clog my pores, and it's also one that works really well with the gua sha. So that's why I wanted to share these two as well. Right now I'm trying to figure out what my favorite moisturizer is. I love the Belief Aqua Bomb, but I love that for the summertime. I feel like that's a gel consistency that's not good for, that's not enough moisture for me in the winter. So I'm trying something else, and I honestly don't love it, which is why I haven't mentioned any moisturizer here. I forgot to bring my sunscreen, but I do recommend my sunscreen. I'll put up a picture. It's the Hera Sunsport Matte. I think it's like SPF 50 PA++ or something like that. That's my favorite sunscreen for the face. I use that every day, and I use that on top of whatever skincare I use. And I use that even regardless of using any makeup that might also have SPF. That way I'm always covered with SPF on my face. I also like this one because it doesn't clog my pores. It's not too oily. It does have a pretty matte finish. It doesn't give a crazy white cast, and it also doesn't smell like sunscreen. It has a slight scent to it, but it's not like, you know, copper tone. That's it for my skincare update pretty much, but if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down below and I will address them in the comments. So I am on the floor just doing my nails actually. Madame Glam were so kind enough to send me actually their latest November collection, which I think is called Friends and Family. If you guys watched my fall favorites, I mentioned Madame Glam there because I have been obsessed with doing my own gel nails. This is what the collection looks like. It's like a whole neutral, nudie, brownie, beautiful collection. So I have the color I'm Fine, which is this kind of nude chestnutty color. This one's called Hi, I'm Chandler, and it's a dark brown, I'd say like a bark color, chocolate color almost. This is Smelly Cat, and you can see it's a ivory kind of cream color. And I think this is my favorite. This is Pivot, and you'll see it's like a mauve-y nude color, which is amazing. So I'm super excited. I think I'm going to do a combination of these colors on my nails so that I have like a gradient kind of thing going on. I'm not 100% sure, but while I just put the base coat on, and I had a question I wanted to ask you guys. So that's why I ignore my hair, ignore the whole setting. It's messy, all of that stuff. But I really wanted to ask before I forgot. And I thought it would be fun to chat with you while I'm actually doing my nails. I've been thinking about just my channel in general and the content that I wanted to create in general. I've also been thinking about how crazy the channel has grown this past year, which I am super grateful for, super excited about, and I guess a little overwhelmed too. So I'm just thinking about the content that I create, or the content that I want to create, because I want to make sure that I'm doing things that I want to do, but it takes a good amount of time and effort to create content. It's definitely a labor of love. So I want to make sure I'm doing stuff that I want to do and stuff that also you guys want to watch and resonates with you guys. So as I was thinking about my channel and the content, I was thinking how I don't really want to be like an influencer necessarily, but I want to be more of an advisor. And like, yeah, it might just be semantics, but I think I distinguish the two because I feel like an influencer is really trying to convince you to get something, but an advisor is trying to help you figure out what you need. And I think that's more what I want to do and what I want to be and how I want to be able to help. Like, of course, I will still continue to buy things that I like and share them, but it's not so much I want to show them so that you have to run out and go buy the same exact thing sometimes maybe, but for the most part I think I want it, I even want the haul content to be around more of the thought process and the why, so that you can better understand whether you feel like something like that is fitting for your lifestyle, if something like that is missing from your own wardrobe, or how to figure out which elements are missing from your closet and things like that. Like I want it to be much more on the how and the why, not so much the what I got. There will be times where I am super passionate about something, like those boba mochi. You need to get those. Like, if you like boba and you like mochi, like, you need to get that, okay? There was like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But like, but when it comes to like the larger purchases, when it comes to the big things, I don't want it to come off like, I don't want it to be this constant cycle of, oh my gosh, like, I bought this, you need to buy this too, or this is it, this is what's trending, so like you need to get this too. You know, I hope that makes sense. But what I really wanted to ask is whether that resonates with you guys, whether that's something you'd be interested in watching, whether you feel like the content that I create is aligned with that kind of objective, or if you feel like I am doing things that are totally contradictory to that, or if you guys have ideas on how you think I can drive the content much more towards that kind of how and why, even if it is a haul or even if it is like a my tips and recommendations kind of thing. I'm all open ears over here. I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below, please, because I'm like actively thinking through all of this, so I feel like it's a really good time to ask you all. I'm so impatient doing my nails, it's terrible, which is why gel is perfect for me, because once you do your nails, you can at least continue doing all the things you need to do. You can continue using your hands. I think that's why I'm like really obsessed, because once they're cured, they're good to go. Yay, they're all finished. I just put all 4 colors on all 10 of my fingers. So it's probably not the best manicure on the planet, but I just wanted to try out all of the colors and see which ones worked. This is Pivot. I think this is my favorite because it's the most like nudie color. And now off to do some chores.